Okay, so today we have oracle readings. It's an interesting day. I'm on my own right now. Normally I have the kids, in school or nursery. I have a housekeeper as well. So generally, if I'm on a call and the kids are home, I've got someone um, to hang out with the kids. But right now I've got my 9-year-old with my babies and my 15-year-old. And I just heard my 2-year-old come up and she was like, I want to go and see mummy. So if we get a little person burst in the room, that's why. But there we go. How are you all today? How is everybody? I hope everyone is well. It's been such a great week. It's actually been a quite emotional week this week as well. With everything that we've been talking about and the transitions I'm going through. And it's really weird because there's somebody, not everybody who does accountability is always here because of time zones. And there's some people who contact me and say that they do this religiously. And they've also this week had this massive, transitional kind of breakthrough thing, like the same as me this week. It was like an epiphany type thing, and suddenly everything has changed. It's so strange. That's the first card. We're doing oracle today, by the way. It was so strange to hear that somebody else had gone through the same thing, and it was almost parallel. Nikki says, very good. I have that Friday feeling already this week. Yay! Because it's almost Friday. Today is essentially my Friday, so I like to bring you into that Friday feeling a little bit earlier than usual. Okay, so we are doing the second card. Today's oracle cards. If you didn't watch the VA Biz Kills this week, do go back and watch the recordings because they were really super good this week. And we've got one more card and then we're going to do our card readings. So, quick sort of message about these card readings. You're hearing the message at the time that you need to hear it. So whether you're watching the replay of this, it does not matter if it's a little bit late or a little bit later down the road than when we actually did it. You're actually hearing these messages at the time you need to hear them. We do 3 types of oracle cards. We do one that's very much linked to the vibe that you need to step into. One is linked to your inner self and the person that you are, and it's a message, from your inner self, I guess, in a way. And the other one is linked to money and finance. So all you need to do at this point, as we have our cards in front of us, is simply choose whether you think that 1, 2, or 3 would resonate with you, and then listen to the message. And if you say to yourself, well, there's more than one that resonates with me, then that's absolutely fine. That's also for you too. So we have our cards in front of us here. Like I say, one of them might resonate, all of them might resonate. Let's dive into them and see what we've got, and then see how you feel about those. So number 1 is the vibe that we need to step into. I always switch it up so no one ever knows the order of them, but we're going to start with this. And 2 popped out this time. I'll show you those. 2 popped out. It's joy and journey. And these 2 are very auspicious together because it's a message that you really have to start enjoying the process. And if you are going through something right now and you are not enjoying the process, and the universe is basically telling you that resistance is holding you back. So the message very much is you've got to really start to enjoy the process. So the joy message is, may you pursue what lights you up. And then the journey is, may you seek adventure. So whatever it is that you're doing, it's got to light you up, and you've got to really love the process of being on this journey. Things are never really, when we're manifesting goals, when we're manifesting things that we really want in life, oftentimes the process that you have to go through to get where you want to be is really a massive part of it, because we learn, we grow, we change, and we have to, and this is the theme actually for this whole week, we have to step into that person that we need to be in order to achieve what we need to achieve. If we were already that person, we would already have our goal and we would already find it easy to get there. So what we have to do is really think about who do I need to become? And this journey and this joy of being on the journey and enjoying the process is really all a part of that, you know, and you have to play with it more. I feel like there is this playfulness that is missing from your process and your journey. There's kind of an imaginative, playful, light kind of feeling that's missing, and this is your message to say you have to try and find more of that playfulness. You have to try and find more of that feeling of having fun about the process that you're moving through and the goal that you're moving towards, and then things will happen a lot quicker for you and they'll be a lot easier for you. The second card is Daydreams Reveal the Path to My Potential. And how interesting that we're following on from the joy and the journey and the imagination into daydreams, okay? Because again, it's about using that creativity. Somebody here is very bogged down and very stuck, and we need to lift you out of that and lift you up out of that so you can start to breathe again and just feel lighter. Like there's such a heaviness, there's like a very heavy energy around this reading today and these cards today, and the heaviness needs to be lifted. And this is what the theme of this message, these messages are all about. You know, enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. It doesn't have to feel heavy, it doesn't have to feel like there's a weight on you, you know. And the daydreams reveal the path to your potential. You are not opening up your mind enough to creativity. You're not opening your mind enough to imagination. And when you do that, you stifle your creativity. And when you stifle your creativity, then your journey becomes a lot more of a slower, more laborious process. So the message here really is to play with the goal, play with the idea, and play with how to get there. Now, the third card today is centered around our finances. And this is, I can deliberately choose to feel better now. And again, this whole reading, all three of these cards, are about your choice and you making the choice to free yourself from the emotional burdens that you are placing yourself under. So not only does so reading this card, not only does the thought you are choosing right now attract the next thought and the next, and so on, it also provides the basis of your alignment with your inner being. As you consistently and deliberately think and speak more about what you do want and less of what you don't want, you will find yourself more often in alignment with the pure positive essence of your source. And under those conditions, your life will be extremely pleasing to you. So again, this is about the universe telling you, you've got to make a choice. You can do this, and I say this to my kids all the time, you can do this the easy way or the hard way. And the universe is telling you, you're doing this the hard way. So you need to step into the easy way. And the way you do that is really to let go of the burdens, the emotional burdens that you're placing yourself under. Whether that be this self-talk that we talked about this week, you know, feelings of you're not doing it right, feelings of not good enough, you're failing at something, things aren't moving quickly, things aren't happening fast enough. And it's really about thinking more about the person that you need to become. And if you are somebody that has a goal and you see the person who's achieving that goal as worried, stressed out, freaking out, never enough time, running around like a headless chicken, you know, I don't think anybody actually wants that. So don't think about that. Don't manifest that. You know, think about what type of person is moving into this goal. Yes, it's somebody who's going to be busy or something like that if you've got a big financial goal, but it's somebody who's doing it with ease, with joy, with passion, with love, with support, you know, with help, with people around you. It's very much that kind of vibe in terms of where you need to be at as you move forward and you move towards the person that you're becoming, and as you move towards your goal. It's really about being more playful, more imaginative, enjoying the process more and releasing yourself from those emotional burdens. And in terms of the finances, you know, it's interesting that the finances card came at the end, because it's about you choosing to feel better about your finances and choosing to feel better about your money, and then eventually everything else will follow behind it. Martha, you've just come in at the end. We're all done. But there is a replay which will be going in very shortly. But the cards this week were very much about the tone of enjoying the process of what's going on, not putting yourself under too much pressure, and playing more with the things that you want out of life, as opposed to looking around and simply seeing that they're not there and then feeling the pressure of not having them and wanting them and needing to have them now. You know, there's an immense, really, when the pressure is on, you know, the real test is to say, this is something I trust. This is something I believe in. So therefore, I do not have to be worried about it. I do not have to be concerned about it. I simply need to enjoy it. Okay? And if we can say that when the bills are piling up, when everything around us is crumbling, you know, when all of that's happening, that is just the universe going, yes, okay, you get it now. If you can keep this state of calm and serenity, and you know everything's going to work out, so why are you worrying about it? That is the universe going, yes, you've learnt your lesson, let's go to the next level. Very much so. Nikki says, as always, resonated a lot. Wonderful. These messages are for you guys. Before I do these readings, I always ask the cards, clear the cards, and ask them what you guys need to know today. And you know, if the messages resonate, then you know it's for you. So thank you so much. I'm going to go and head back to my little ones now, as they are all off school and probably causing a lot of havoc downstairs, as per usual. So I will leave you with that today on that note. And thank you so much for joining me this week. We'll be back again on Sunday with the start of a new week and the start of a new theme inside our morning mindset. And in the meantime, have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Live life to the full. That's all I can say. That message is today. And I shall see you next week. Take care. Oh, and don't forget, we're going to do our accountability. Get your journals. It's just me that's going, but the accountability's still staying, and I'm doing it. Okay, bye. Before we begin, don't forget you can join me live online inside Virtual Co-working Space at www.virtualmissfriday.com/VCS. If you enjoy this session, give it a like. I'd love to hear from you, so write me a comment. And so you don't miss any updates, don't forget to subscribe. Let's begin. So now we're going to look for the positive with our gratitude. First, we'll spend 1 minute thinking of the day before, thinking of all the things that happened, reflecting on work, interactions, relationships, memorable moments, and more. Now you'll write one thing down minimum that you're grateful for. You can, of course, write down more. Something good, something that went right. A small moment or a big win. The more you search for things to be grateful for, the more you will experience things to be grateful for. Now we're going to read out your goal. Make sure your goal is written down in a journal or somewhere you can easily access it. Read your goal now, ideally out loud, and commit to this goal. Believe it will happen. And by reading this daily, the universe knows clearly what your goal is, and the things begin to shift in the direction of your goal. Follow your instincts when this happens by taking action. Now you need to see your goal in visualization. Spend this minute thinking about the goal in your mind. See yourself taking steps towards the goal, or even better still, see yourself having already achieved the goal. Close your eyes and go there. Step into the feeling, step into the place, step into the accomplishment. And finally, it's time for your most important task. Set this task for today and make it relating to your goal. This could be something small like sending an email, recording a video, or making a phone call, or it could be bigger. Either way, one task a day is one step forward, and those steps will add up. Do what you can from where you are now. Set the intention, and the action will carry you towards your goal. Well done you for completing your daily co-create session. Have a fantastic day ahead, and I'll see you next time.